आज हम आपको एपोमेक्सिस और पॉलीएम्ब्रियोनी के बारे में बताएंगे। सबसे पहले एपोमेक्सिस के बारे में बताएंगे। एपोमिक्सिस वर्ड टेकन फ्रॉम द ग्रीक वर्ड एपो मीन्स विदाउट, एपो मीन्स विदाउट, प्लस मिक्सिंग, मिक्सिंग मीन्स mixture, without mixture it means the gametic fusion does not take place in the embryo formation. Here in case of apomixis, generally gametic fusion does not occur or does not takes place. When gametic fusion does not take place in the formation of embryo, gametic fusion does not take place in the formation of embryo in the seed plant called apomixis. एपोमिक्सिस का अर्थ क्लियर हुआ। इसमें गैमेटिक फ्यूजन नहीं होता है और एम्ब्रियो फॉर्मेशन हो जाता है। एपोमिक्सिस के अंतर्गत वेजिटेटिव प्रोपेगेशन भी आता है। एपोमिक्सिस आर ऑफ टू टाइप्स। फर्स्ट इज sporophytic apomixis, sporophytic apomixis, abbreviation SA. Sporophytic apomixis occur in which case embryo formation occur by the help of diploid cell of nucleus and integument in the ovule. So diploid cells of nucleus and integument, nucleus and integument part outside the embryo sac, outside embryo sac develop embryo. It is also called adventive embryony. Sporophytic apomixis case, diploid cell produces embryo, but it is outside the embryo sac part, like diploid cell of nucleus and diploid cell of integument part. As second type is gametophytic apomixis. Gametophytic apomixis. In abbreviation, it is called as GA. Gametophytic apomixis case, when the haploid cell of embryo sac develop embryo. Gametophyte apomixis as are of two types. One is haploid parthenogenesis. Haploid parthenogenesis case, haploid egg cell, haploid egg cell develop embryo. Haploid egg cell develop embryo, it is called haploid parthenogenesis. Second type is haploid apogamy. In case of haploid apogamy, embryo development occur by the any haploid cell of embryo sac beside the egg cell. It means embryo develop by the antipodal cell or synergid cell in the embryo sac. एम्ब्रियो सैक की एंटीपोडल सेल या सिनर्जिड सेल ऐसी सेल हैप्लॉइड सेल होती है। यह जब एम्ब्रियो डेवलपमेंट करती है इसे हैप्लॉइड एपोगैमी कहते हैं। तो एपोमिक्सिस टू टाइप्स की बताई गई, स्पोरोफाइटिक एपोमिक्सिस in which case diploid cell of nucleus and integument part takes part in the embryo development. Diploid cell, as this is the embryo sac which has egg cell, synergid, then secondary cell, antipodal cell, and this is the nucleus part, and these are the integument, as inner integument and outer integument in the ovule. So if the here embryo development in the nucleus as contain diploid cell or in embryo development in the integument as contain diploid cell, then this is called as sporophytic apomixis. But when the embryo developed by the antipodal cell which is haploid, or embryo developed by the here egg cell which is also haploid. So if egg cell develop embryo, this is called haploid parthenogenesis, and if the antipodal cell are the haploid synergid cell develop embryo. It is called haploid apogamy. Apomixis, according the father of embryology of India, P. Maheshwari. P. Maheshwari in 1950 told three types of apomixis. P. Maheshwari told three types of apomixis in 1950. P. Maheshwari 1950 told three types of apomixis. As first one is non-recurrent apomixis. Non-recurrent apomixis means if the diploid cell of megaspore mother cell which is diploid after the meiosis division, it produces 4 megaspores. These megaspores are haploid. Later on, 3 megaspore degenerate, 1 functional megaspore which is haploid develop the embryo cell in which haploid inverted flask cell, egg cell and two synergids cell and egg cell which is called as female gamete, and here the synergid cells and egg cell both are haploid. This is the polar nuclei present in the central cell. Hence, polar nuclei containing central cell is diploid. At its larger end, presence of 3 antipodal cells, all are haploid. So, this structure produces in the form of female gametophyte or embryo cell. P. Maheshwari told that if the non-recurrent apomixis case embryo cell developed by the diploid megaspore mother cell by the meiosis division and only one megaspore is functional in the productions of embryo cell, then the development of embryo by the egg cell is called embryo by egg cell which is haploid is called parthenogenesis. This is called parthenogenesis. But when the embryo development occur by the antipodal cell or synergid, it is called as apogamy. So in the case of non-recurrent apomixis, the haploid megaspore develop the haploid egg cell in the embryo sac, which develop embryo called parthenogenesis, and another cell like antipodal cell or synergid cell, both are haploid, which develop embryo sac called apogamy. Second type of apomixis is known as recurrent apomixis. In recurrent apomixis, it is different. In recurrent apomixis, it has noticed that by the P. Maheshwari, it has discussed that if the diploid archisporial cell, diploid archisporial cell develop the diploid embryo sac in which egg cell is diploid. Likewise, synergid also diploid. So, the condition is found in which the diploid embryo sac is developed. All around this is the nucleus part, and around the nucleus here present of integument part like this. So integument part as outer integument and inner integument. Here, if the diploid egg cell develop embryo, diploid egg cell develop embryo, it is called as generative apospory, and generative apospory, as you see, egg cell which is present in the embryo sac. Here embryo sac is diploid because it developed by the archisporial cell without meiosis. So the developed embryo is diploid when it occurs by the egg cell inside the embryo sac called generative apospory. But sometimes embryo development occur by the either nucleus part, embryo in nucleus which is diploid here, or integument part embryo in integument, then these part present outside the embryo sac. This is called somatic apospory. Somatic apospory and generative apospory are two types of recurrent apomixis. Here, in this case, it has noticed that the condition as the embryo in integument develop, but separate embryo sac also develop, which contain egg cell in the integument. Here, separate embryo sac also develop in the nucleus. Then, egg cell develop embryo. This is called somatic apospory. Once again, I want to discuss about the recurrent apomixis. Recurrent apomixis case, archisporial cell, which is diploid cell, without meiosis, develop the embryo sac, which generally shows as diploid nature, which egg cell, which is diploid, when develop embryo, this is called generative apospory. But when the embryo sac develop outside the embryo sac part, like nucleus part or integument part, which egg cell develop embryo, means diploid cell develop embryo. This is called somatic apospory. Third type of condition is adventive embryony. Adventive embryony occur. In this case, generally embryo development occur. Embryo development in the nucleus and integument part of the ovule. This is called adventive embryony. In this way, you study apomixis, three types, but what are the importance of apomixis? And apomixis generally has nature like the egg cell. Nature like the egg cell in plants, which develop by the apomixis. And next one, disease-free plant. Disease-free plant may develop and third importance of apomixis is no recombination. So in this way, you will study about the apomixis. Now you will study the polyembryony. As the term polyembryony In the Greek meaning, poly means many. Many. So polyembryony means many embryo develop in the ovule. Polyembryony, first of all, told by the Anton van Leeuwenhoek in 1791. Anton van Leeuwenhoek told polyembryonic term in 1791 first time in the orange. So first of all, polyembryony told by the Anton van Leeuwenhoek in the orange. Generally, polyembryony is found also in case of other examples are mango. Mango also shows polyembryony. But how polyembryony occur? There are 4 views for polyembryony. Like first, cleavage of zygote. Cleavage of zygote produces the many embryo-like structure. Like such type of structure formed by the cleavage of zygote cell in the flowering plant. So it look like the embryo. And second case is the embryo formation by the branching of proembryo. If proembryo, which is initial stage, which has suspensor like structure and also contain the embryo like structure here, as many suspensors are present and which has many embryo like structure in the proembryo cleavage. So this is the case also in which many embryo like structure develop by the branching of proembryo. Third condition is sometimes filamentous condition in the proembryo also produces polyembryony. And fourth condition is sometimes embryo formation occur outside the embryo cell part, like nucleus part and integument part nucleus and integument cell developed embryo in case of mango and orange. In this way, polyembryony occurs by four ways. But what is the importance of polyembryony? By the polyembryony, the fruit size is found larger. Sometimes nutrient also found much. Polyembryony fruit which has generally much nutrient, large size and has value in the market. Okay.